Om Shanti, a very good morning to everyone. So we all come together with love to call upon our beloved Baba. Following that, we will once more listen to Baba, and with great love, everyone will call upon Baba together. This will also be a moment for everyone to revisit and reaffirm their spiritual goals with Baba. Just 2 days ago, we had an Avyak meeting, and by now, everyone must have reviewed the Murli from that session. What was the significance and importance of that Murli session? Does anyone here recall the significance or the importance of it? What exactly did Baba say about the importance of revising your goals? I have shared everything with you, and I have already given you the answer. What did Baba stress upon? Reflect on your goals. When should you do this? After Amrit Vela. Once you have completed your Amrit Vela practice, take a moment to revise your goal, to embed that strong resolve within yourself. Make it a habit to revisit your goal consistently. Similarly, on that day, the respected Suraj Bhai Ji dedicated the entire session to a particular topic. If there is any goal that you wish to achieve in your life, then you should make it a habit to recap it repeatedly. To improve our focus, it is crucial to repeatedly dedicate ourselves to that specific objective with unwavering commitment. It's not merely about a few moments, but rather about making a deliberate resolution each day. We should document it 3 times, practice it once in this setting, and integrate it into both our morning and evening meditation routines. By staying connected, the vibrations we generate from this will effortlessly propel our spiritual efforts. Today, remembering Shiva Baba will naturally bring the qualities of our spiritual goal. Yes, remember these important things because Baba tells us about them, and Baba always emphasizes that while everyone will remember the big things, such as topics of determination, concentration, and focus, it is also crucial to pay attention to the smaller details. Try to find the small lines in the Murli and make an effort to uncover the subtle hints within the Murli. First, we will extend a heartfelt invitation to Baba and visualize our spiritual goals with great love, and then we will listen to Baba. Om Shanti. Today is February 28th, 2025. In the divine words spoken by Baba, he affectionately addressed us as sweet children. Sweet children, if you want peace, become bodiless. Dear children, to attain peace, you must detach from the physical body. It is the attachment to the body that brings restlessness. Hence, stay grounded in your true nature. Two techniques have been explained. They may seem like one, but they are two different techniques. At first glance, it appears to be one, but in reality, there are two. The first way to achieve peace is to say, "Please leave me alone. I need some solitude." One is the state of peace, which includes happiness, qualities, powers, and my confidence reaches an entirely new height. Therefore, it is essential to practice detachment from the physical body. Practicing detachment from the physical body means that you need to stabilize your soul and become deeply aware of its true nature. For the soul to be in its highest state means it attains its supreme purity. So what is Baba saying? Become a divine, incorporeal being, which is the true image of the soul that Baba has shown us. When one embraces their divine qualities, harnesses their inner powers, and focuses on their supreme spiritual aim, they can experience true peace. It is only when we become aware of the body that we experience restlessness. Therefore, Baba advises us to stay anchored in our true essence. It is the identification with the body that leads to disturbance. If I am free from bodily awareness, whatever my rank, my position, or my post may be in this world, whatever my authorities are, I am not burdened by them. Even if I am in His remembrance, I can still remain in peace. One way is to sit and practice yoga to become bodiless. Another way is to move with the awareness of being a divine servant. And thirdly, remain steadfast in your true nature, similar to the one who first achieved detachment from the physical form. The deeper I immerse myself in my true essence, the better I understand it. The more swiftly I can elevate myself. My inherent nature is the essence of my being. Now, who does this self truly belong to? So, what is the soul? Whose child is it? The Supreme Soul. So, what is my understanding? What is the Supreme Soul's understanding? So, mention in tomorrow's discussion that you won't become a Superman in one day. Connecting with the Supreme Soul is a journey that requires time, but it is crucial to keep your focus every day. Make sure to dedicate your attention daily. Sweet children, if you want peace, detach from the body. It's only by coming into this physical form that you feel restlessness. So, stay stable in your true self. The question is, what is true remembrance, and what should be kept in mind during remembrance? The key is to consider yourself as a soul distinct from the body and to remember the Father. This is the true essence of remembrance. Make sure no other thoughts interfere. To stay in this remembrance, let the intoxication of knowledge elevate you. The more we continuously immerse ourselves in the remembrance of Baba, the deeper and more profound our spiritual connection with Him becomes. Remain intoxicated by your achievements. Remember that Baba grants us dominion over the entire world, making us the sovereigns of all the oceans and lands. Reflect on how many disputes arise today over mere fragments of land. Yet we are destined to become the rulers of all the seas and the entire earth. The foremost and most crucial aspect to consider is who is imparting this knowledge to us? Who is teaching? Baba says, do not be distracted by anything. It's important to keep this focus. To remain in constant remembrance, let the essence of knowledge elevate your mind. Remember, Baba is making us the sovereigns of the entire world. The song expresses that by finding you, we have not only obtained the earth, but also the skies above. Do you know this song? Have you heard it? Today, everyone should listen to this song. Yes, listen to it 2 to 3 times and derive its meaning in your own words. Please write down 5 sentences describing the meaning of the phrase, "In finding you, we have found everything." Wherever it has been attained, whether on the earth or in the heavens. It is very important for everyone to pay close attention to this. The song that is included in the Murli for the day should be listened to with great care at least 2 to 3 times. Once in the morning while having breakfast, once in the afternoon during lunch, and once in the evening with dinner. Understood? A worldly creation made by individuals who do not even have an introduction to God is now being embraced by Baba within his complete and profound spirituality. We often say that a song is not the same as a Murli, but songs are indeed a part of the Murli. So consider how significant it is in our hearts. Om Shanti, the essence of Om signifies. What does Om mean? The meaning of Om is that I am indeed a soul. People tend to think that Om refers to God, but that's not the case. Om means I am a soul, and this body is mine. That's why we say Om Shanti. The inherent nature of the soul is peace. The soul introduces itself, and while people often say Om Shanti, they do not fully grasp its deep meaning. Om Shanti is a beautiful phrase that signifies we are souls, and the natural state of the soul is peace. We souls originate from the realm of peace, and this understanding is quite straightforward. It has such a simple meaning. You remember, don't you, who introduced us to the term Om Shanti? Surely the story behind Om Shanti that was shared with you is still vivid in your memory, right? Vimla Mataji, do you remember the story of Om Shanti? When everyone came here to the yagya, they gathered together. So when we arrived here at the Pandav Bhawan, to this sacred place, Rajini Mataji, who is held in high regard and respected by all, our respected sister Jayanti's biological mother, noticed that when people greeted each other, they often said Ram Ram as a form of salutation, which she found quite intriguing. Some say, focus your mind on me. Some people refer to the Satguru's teachings in various ways, each interpreting the wisdom differently. Sister Rajni then mentioned to Baba, Baba, what if we all start using Om Shanti to greet each other? This brought great joy to Brahma Baba, as he found the interpretation to be perfectly accurate. These could be the Murlis from his time, where Baba is offering his insights. Baba explains that we, as souls, belong to the Shanti Dham. The meaning is incredibly simple, without any lengthy or exaggerated explanations. Currently, most people are unaware that the world that exists is the old world. When does the new world become old again? And when does the old world become new again? No one knows this. In this way, Baba is right. People do not know when the new and old worlds come into being, and they also show no interest in trying to understand these transitions. This is also a very significant point, as mentioned the other day, that truth is never bitter, no matter what. Everyone says the truth is very bitter, and slowly these small influences of Ravana, he employs subtle techniques, gradually incorporating elements until everything is completely in place. So why do people fear speaking the truth today? It is because everyone believes that the truth is bitter. However, in reality, the truth is not bitter. Falsehood never tastes sweet. This is entirely different. Similarly, as Baba said, people do not understand the meaning of the new world and the old world, nor do they wish to understand it. You may say there are many principles, but they aren't followed. Indeed, they acknowledge this as an essential principle. They internally agree, yet they are reluctant to implement it because it demands significant effort. And for this reason, out of the 8 billion souls, only about 808 will be chosen. Such elevated principles, So when does the new world become the old world? And when does the old world become new? No one knows this. If you ask anyone when the world becomes new and then old, no one can tell you. Currently, the Iron Age is the old world, and the Golden Age is the new world. How many years does it take for the new world to become old? Despite being humans, they do not possess this knowledge, and as a result, they are considered to be even worse than animals. Even as human beings, they either do not know or do not wish to know. You all likely have numerous examples of highly educated and cultured individuals who reside in esteemed communities, yet they choose not to understand. No, we are all like that in some way, regardless of our backgrounds and education. Look, yes, we need to listen carefully and make an effort to understand. We share with you calming thoughts, don't we? The world is facing destruction, as we have heard. And everyone knows that incomplete knowledge is the most dangerous. However, when people start believing in rumors and then begin to act according to such hearsay, it is often said that animals, regardless of their state, do not label themselves as impure. Humans, on the other hand, recognize their own impurity and strive to attain purity, no matter how sick one may be. No matter how distressed an animal is, it will quietly seek survival, wondering how to go on. However, it is the human souls who cry out, "O purifier of the impure," yet they do not truly know him at all. The word pure holds such a profound and beautiful meaning. They do not truly recognize him, and even those who claim to know him do not make the necessary effort to visit and deepen their understanding of his teachings. If you want to go, you can find one or two. Okay? You are going there, right? No, 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 not there. First and foremost, it is essential to inform everyone who holds any contrary beliefs about the divine knowledge imparted by the Brahma Kumaris. If you believe there is no God, let go of that notion. But tell me, is it wrong to live a life of purity in other respects? What difference in sanctity exists between the temples you are going to worship at, the saints you revere, and yourself? All right, how will the world function? Forget the world. Are your children following you? You talk about the world, but your children aren't even listening. You are thinking about the world. First, explain to the children and yourself. Stay self-centered. So when we explain it logically, they will understand how wonderful the word pure is. The word pure is beautiful, but we do not know its meaning or the meaning of purity. We ask the Brahmins here, do they know the definition of purity? Stay pure in mind, body, and wealth. What about powers? Let them stay. No, stay with mind, body, wealth, and powers. Then there is discipline. Let it stay. No, discipline is also included. Then non-attachment. Let it stay. No, add non-attachment too. Then non-violence. All right, non-violence also remains. The sacred words speak of a pure world, a new heaven. It's crucial to understand that this new world will also exist in heaven. Though there are images of deities, their significance is often misunderstood. Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan are the sovereigns of this pure new world. The Supreme Father elaborates and elucidates all these teachings. The new world is called heaven, and deities are its residents. Right now, this is the old world, hell, and humans are residents of hell. When someone dies, they say he has become a resident of heaven. So, what are they certifying themselves as? That they are residents of hell. If we say this is hell, they will agree. But if you call them residents of hell, they will get offended. So, What you wrote about becoming a resident of heaven means they left hell, right? We should celebrate. Attaining heaven is no small matter, where all comforts, wealth, and everything else will be available along with the body. So this should bring happiness. Therefore, let's celebrate with sweets. They will become quite angry because they are well aware that they themselves have not been able to ascend to heaven either. Indeed, this is hell, but if you call them inhabitants of hell, they will get upset. Baba explains, I see that although they appear human, their nature is like monkeys. This is also mentioned in the scriptures. Even they go to temples and sing praises in front of the deities. They say, you are full of virtues. What would they say about themselves? We are sinners and lowly, but if you directly tell them that they are vicious, they will get upset. This is why the father only talks to the children and explains things to them. If you explain directly to others, they will get upset. This is why Baba speaks directly to the children. We explain to the children, so it becomes your responsibility to explain to others. We refrain from speaking with outsiders as they belong to the Iron Age and reside in a state of ignorance. We do not speak with outsiders. They are people of Kali Yuga, dwellers of hell. Now, you are the people of the Confluence Age. Now, you are residents of the Confluence Age. So this is the first topic. If we are residents of the Confluence Age, what are our practical characteristics? What behavioral traits will manifest in us during the Confluence Age for those who have understood its essence? In the evening, we engaged in a meaningful discussion, as you all know. If we had to distill the essence of Purusharth into a single word, not a sentence, but just one word, what would it be? Brothers and sisters watching on YouTube, please participate and share your answers. If we were to define Purusharth in a single word, what would it be? Let us know. Please respond with a profound sense of spiritual effort and unwavering commitment to your spiritual journey. When we focus on our goals, our efforts become more meaningful and our actions are carried out with greater purpose because we seek forgiveness so that we ourselves may be forgiven. You have transformed. You have put on white clothes and you go to Murli every day, but the whole family is unhappy because of this. Because you leave early in the morning without having breakfast, it ends up waking everyone from their sleep. So the transformation has been done, right? Even if it was a small percentage, it was done, wasn't it? In our spiritual practices, we sometimes find ourselves in temples, singing praises to the deities, recognizing them as beings full of virtues, perfect in every way, and completely free from any impurities. But when we reflect on ourselves, what can we truthfully say about our own state? We can assert with confidence that we are not sinners. As soon as we make efforts, knowledge, meditation, virtues, and service come into our efforts. Yoga is our connection to the past. Both the souls and I are experiencing joy through acts of service, wisdom, and the embodiment of virtues. It was created solely and exclusively for the purpose of bringing happiness to souls. Shiv Baba's first Murli of 1970 is today. If you say you have affection for the Sakar, then recognize that you must also hold love for the Sejra. If you don't love the family, forget about loving the physical form. The family means the Brahmin family. And we often tend to underestimate the Brahmin family, which is indeed very good and admirable. However, what Baba tells us is about which three parts to remove and which specific one to embrace wholeheartedly. Thoughts about others, their faults, and their opinions. Instead, focus on being benevolent. You treat those who are kind with kindness, but how should you handle those who are not? Good intentions, yoga, cooperation, and that. We refrain from conversing with those outside because they are still in the Iron Age, whereas you are now in the Confluence Age, striving towards purity. During the Confluence Age, you are to become pure. You understand that Sri Baba instructs us Brahmins, and as he is the purifier, I am on the path to attaining purity. You are studying from Shiv Baba. Today, we are engaging in the practice of yoga while learning under the divine guidance of Shiv Baba. We are coming together with Sri Baba, engaging in yoga with him. We are receiving sustenance from Sri Baba. We are in the presence of Sri Baba, chosen by him. We are seen and cherished by Sri Baba, part of his divine family. We walk alongside Sri Baba, embodying his hopes and aspirations. We are the arms of Sri Baba, fulfilling his will. Try saying it to yourself quietly in your mind and see how it feels. Try doing this, and let me share an example with you to illustrate my point. My elder brother, holds a position in the Prime Minister's office. My brother is responsible for all the official duties of the Prime Minister. He travels with the Prime Minister in his personal vehicle. The Prime Minister takes all his advice from my brother. Just like the Prime Minister, my brother has all the security. It seems that the difference becomes quite significant and feels increasingly heavy. Here, it is important to focus on understanding who Shiv Baba truly is by meditating on the name Shiv Baba. All of Shiv Baba's powers are with me. All of Shiv Baba's blessings are mine. I am with Shiv Baba. I embody complete blessings. So focus on this in yoga. Shiv Baba imparts knowledge to us Brahmins. Today, we focus our meditation on Shiv Baba. Who is Shiv Baba? He is the ultimate authority, the supreme authority. Our challenge is not about making effort. Rather, our challenge lies in the fact that we do not fully comprehend which university we belong to and who we are associated with. Those who are inflicting minor pains on others around them, let's not forget that they too are children of God. That is God, his heir. Step back immediately. If possible, bring happiness. If not, offer support. If you cannot do that, then remain silent. Do not entertain thoughts of causing pain to others, nor should you dwell on complaining, feeling jealous, putting others down, underestimating them, or demotivating them in any way. Because if their father, who is always watching over everything with keen eyes, happens to see it, then the consequences could be significant. So please be very mindful of this. You see, Sri Baba tells us Brahmins that he is the purifier of the impure, and the Father has come to take all souls back with him. These are such simple and straightforward teachings. The Father says, "Children, you souls come from the land of peace to play your parts in this land of sorrow, where everyone is unhappy. Therefore, it is often said, how can the mind find peace? It is not said, how can the soul find peace? Oh, you say home peace. My true nature is peace. So why do you continue to seek peace? You tend to forget that you are a soul, and instead, you become engrossed in the consciousness of the body. When individuals come to the centers, they come to take the course and express, I have these issues in my life. I am feeling very depressed. This happened in my relationships. This occurred at my house. The first thing to ask them is, do you believe God is omnipresent? Because you have to introduce the two fathers? They say yes. So God is within you too. then why is there so much unrest? The line will change immediately. One must aim for a deeper impact here, delivering the most profound strike, so that while the physical injuries may heal the heart, we need to address this sentiment. This feeling has become so ingrained from following the path of devotion. Now, when you reveal the truth to them directly, it can be very piercing. It has the power to penetrate even the hardest layers of steel, but only if it is directed at the precise spot. My true nature is peace, so why do you seek peace elsewhere? You forget that you are a soul, and in this forgetfulness, you become egoistic. The soul belongs to the abode of peace. How will you find peace here? Only by becoming bodiless will you attain peace, as the soul is with the body. We souls must indeed speak and move, as we have come from the land of peace to play our roles here. I am always in the company of Shiv Baba. You have come here to play the conch shell of peace. Think about it for a moment. At some point, you all must have seen, whether on television, on your mobile, or around your neighborhood, a convoy of a high-ranking minister passing by with their security detail and a line of cars, right? You know, the kind where multiple vehicles move together in sync. And then in one of the cars, there is the prime minister or some high-ranking minister, and everyone is waving their hands and throwing flowers. You have descended from the abode of peace, accompanied by God, to play your divine role here and contemplate deeply on its significance. You are walking with the supreme authority. The entire world is watching you, and yet you continue to stumble and falter repeatedly. Yes, we are here to support you and lift you out of this situation. We take your responsibility. What is the meaning of Neta? It's nothing, brother. He's just waving. Don't worry, I'm here. I'll handle it. I'm nothing, but don't worry. All right, this is how things are nowadays. But you must always remember that God has come to us. It is not understood by anyone that Ravana has been our enemy for a very long time, and no one realizes when Ravana became our adversary. Even the great scholars and priests do not know who Ravana really is. We create his effigy and burn it every year, but we have no idea about his true identity. They burn lifetimes, having no knowledge at all. If you ask anyone who Ravana is, they will say it is all imagination. They don't know, so what response will they give? Who will come forward to talk about Ravana? Who will share their insights? On the other hand, when our brothers and sisters from Sri Lanka come here and visit our kitchen, they mention that there is no such concept. We offer our reverence to the deities. We speak clearly to explain the proper way to understand. For example, if someone asks about Ravana, they might dismiss it as imagination. We must clarify whose imagination it is, as people often express their grievances collectively. No, let me illustrate this with an example. This Sevadari is exceptional. Though he is alone, he is as capable as 10 people. He has an incredibly sharp intellect, with thoughts that race at a rapid pace. So, if you view it from Ravan's side, you will find a variety of perspectives. Because my ego is still very much alive, I find myself saying that this must happen. Then someone else comes along and says, look, everyone is getting troubled. Please don't say this. Okay, fine. Then I decide to remove my ego. If not, at the very least, this much should happen. Then others come and explain, brother, look, you have already accepted this much. Now do a little more as well. But I will definitely do this. Now, the third aspect has come alive. They say, okay, we will do this and that, but you need to do this now. Going forward, the work is big, but first, apologize to them. So the fourth head came alive, one after another, one after another, one after another. In what various ways does our ego give rise to vices through differing opinions and perspectives? But my ego needs to be satisfied. If you ask Ravana, he would say it's all just imagination. He doesn't know. So what can he respond? Even in the scriptures, it says, O Lord Ram, the world is just being created. This is all just imagination. All of this is just imagination. However, if we take a moment to ponder over this, we can consider how the first souls were actually Rajopradhan. We are deities in the state of complete ignorance, yet their intellect was still filled with all 8 divine qualities. So, dear Ram, the world has not been created. We often say that everything is made up of vibrations. The thoughts and intentions that we are continuously forming are creating this world, and thus it is entirely built upon the foundation of these thoughts and intentions. They say that this world isn't truly real. It's just a product of our imagination. Many people say this, but what does imagination really mean? They explain that this is a world of thoughts. Whatever one thinks, it becomes their reality. However, many fail to understand this. Baba takes the time to explain to the children. Some comprehend it well, while others do not. What title would be appropriate for those who grasp the teachings thoroughly? Baba explains very well, but some understand and some do not. What should we say to those who understand? Genuine children are those who comprehend, are insightful, prudent, and rightful successors. Yes, the wise children will dance. Why will they dance, brother? Because they are the ones who reveal Baba. So the answer from the Murli is that they are true children. Baba says that those who understand are called true children, and those who do not understand are considered stepchildren. Now let us delve into the significance of true children. Can you explain what true children means in this context? And the second term we need to clarify is attached, which signifies stepchildren. Considering the context of relationships, please elucidate the difference between true children and stepchildren. Tell me, being a true child means following the guidance of your parents wholeheartedly. On the other hand, stepchildren, if not properly nurtured, might become a bit rebellious. When they are reminded of their stepchild status, they often grow more distant and less inclined to heed their parents' advice. They believe that they are engaging in their studies with genuine love and dedication, but in reality, they are merely passing the time and are unable to truly feel the connection. They will struggle to form a bond with their parents and will keep insisting, "We are stepchildren, we are stepchildren." My dear, this attitude will not help. If you are a stepchild and have been adopted, then behave like a true child, and you will receive the inheritance equally. So Baba says that they are considered to be stepchildren, and as such, it is quite unlikely for stepchildren to become heirs in the true sense. Now some become stepchildren. Baba has both maternal and stepchildren. The maternal children do not completely follow Baba's directions, and the stepchildren will not follow either. The maternal children will fully follow Baba's directions. The father says that they do not follow my directions, but follow Ravan's directions. Now, all those who have come into the sacrificial fire, indeed, all are children of Baba, all remain near Baba, all listen to the Murli, and all partake in Brahma Bhojan. If everyone is creating honey, how will you separate it? All right, so that divine belief is what it is. Ram and Ravan are two names. Ram's kingdom and Ravan's kingdom are now at the confluence. The father explains that all of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You receive the inheritance from Shiv Baba. Observe how crucial this is. The father explains that all Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are receiving their inheritance from Shiv Baba. You too shall receive it. How many times have I told you to write your full name and note that Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumari are taking their inheritance from the father? Will you take it? Everyone should keep their title as Brahma Kumar or Brahma Kumari. So the father explains. The father explains that all of you, as Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, are receiving your inheritance from Shiv Baba. You will be able to receive it if you follow Srimad. Who gives Srimad? It is the father who provides Srimad, which means to stay pure. You might say, I wish to remain pure, but my husband does not agree. So whom should I follow? He is regarded as our Lord and Master because in Indian teachings, a husband is seen as the Guru, God, and everything. It is taught here that your husband is considered not only your Guru, but also God and everything else. Your husband is everything, but no one understands this. Your husband is everything to you. This is how it is in India. While this is still somewhat common in India, it is not as prevalent as it used to be. Once upon a time, a husband returned home and shared that today, while he was on his way, he stumbled upon Aladdin's lamp. His wife curiously asked, "What did you do with it?" "Ask for whatever you desire." And they responded, "All right, what did you ask for on my behalf?" I replied, "I requested for you, not for myself." What did he ask for? So I told him that he has fulfilled my only wish. What did he say? He said that, "Please expand the mind of my spiritual partner, who is also my Dharma wife, by 10 times, so that they can perform their tasks even better." So if someone says, "I won't be able to do this," I ask, "Why do you think that?" They respond, "Because 0 multiplied by anything still results in 0. So your group does not grasp this concept yet, but no one understands this. They agree at that time, but do not truly accept. During that time, the vows are taken. They say, "Yes, I accept, yes, I accept, yes, I accept." Even so, they keep going to the temple to see the gurus. At that time, they agree. The husband says, "Don't go outside. We will keep a statue of Ram at home for you." Yet, she still wanders here and there. She doesn't listen. This is the path of devotion, and they are bound to face difficulties because they do not understand. They treat their temple as the ultimate focus. But should your devotion be towards Ram or the temple itself? In our cherished nation of Bharat, we are blessed with remarkable physics teachers who have studied the waters of the Ganga at Haridwar. It was examined on various different parameters on several distinct criteria, the water that emerges from the mainstream. Do you know or are you unaware that the water from the mainstream, if it is diverted to a separate channel, like for the purpose of irrigation, undergoes a different process? If you draw water from a different stream, it will be impure. However, when he tested it against 3 or 4 different parameters, the water turned out to be completely pure. Nature operates in ways that we might not fully comprehend. Just a few days ago, they must have encountered some challenges and uncertainties, but eventually they will come to accept the truth. They do not understand that their temple is there. Oh, should you remember Ram or the temple? But they do not understand. If you don't understand, the Father explains. On the path of devotion, you say, God, come and grant us salvation. He alone gives salvation to all, but no one knows when He comes. Wherever the Ganges flows, the people there must be so pure, right? People sprinkle Ganges water, don't they? Similarly, just as the sacred Ganges River flows near our earthly homes, all our fields and crops are nourished and irrigated with the pure and holy water of the Ganges. The entire harvest will thrive with the waters of the Ganges. No one truly knows when the righteous ones arrive, but the Father clarifies that Ravan is indeed your adversary. Ravan is indeed your enemy. Ravan is such a remarkable entity that even when he is burned, he does not perish. No one truly understands what Ravan is. Now, you children are aware that we receive our inheritance from the unlimited Father. At this moment, you are aware that you receive an inheritance from the unlimited Father, and this inheritance is indeed truly limitless and boundless. It is crucial to highlight and fully grasp the essence of the Supreme Father. People celebrate Shiv Jayanti, but no one knows Shiv, not even the government. You understand that Shiva is God. He comes every cycle to transform India from a land of hell to a land of heaven, from a beggar to a prince, and from impure to pure. He is the giver of salvation for all. At this time, all human souls, including Christ's soul, are here. At this moment, all souls, including the soul of Christ in someone's body, are present here. No one can return yet. There is only one Supreme Father who can bestow liberation upon everyone, and He descends in India. In truth, devotion should be directed towards Him, the one who grants liberation. In fact, if you do practice devotion, it should be for Him. Do not consider Krishna to be above. Even if you worship him, as Baba said yesterday, come, this too is helpless devotion. Yesterday, the meaning of selfless devotion was explained. We view him as beyond this world and hold his divine presence in our hearts. Unlike Krishna, who is remembered in this earthly realm, we keep Shiv Baba in our spiritual focus. Dear children, your remembrance is genuine and profound. True remembrance means more than just knowing Shiv Baba's name. It means understanding his divine actions and purpose when he comes to us. When exactly do they come? In what ways are their blessings received? And how are these blessings accepted by the devotees? You, as children, should remember the Father by recognizing yourselves as souls distinct from this body. The Father advises that no physical form should occupy your thoughts. This focus is crucial. Reflect on yourselves as souls and remember the Father who grants us dominion over the entire world, the oceans, the earth, and the sky, even though everything is currently fragmented. They do not allow anyone to enter the realm of two. Over there, such matters do not arise. Here, there are countless divisions. There, such issues are non-existent. Here, boundaries are imposed. Entry is restricted. God is the singular Father. It is not that everyone is a father. People say Hindus and Chinese are brothers, and Hindus and Muslims are brothers, but they fail to grasp the true essence. This feeling is rooted in the soul, not in the physical body. It is the true nature of the soul. You will never say Hindu-Muslim siblings like this. It can never be said that the soul is not the focus here. During the ongoing observance of Shivratri, everyone can participate in the remembrance of Shivratri. Shivratri is over, but we will keep the connection ongoing. Starting from tomorrow, after we have completed this phase, we will commence a new spiritual journey by beginning to explore the teachings of the Brahma Bhojan book. In the subsequent month, we will have completed the Brahma Bhojan book, and in March and April, we will start a new book featuring Avyak messages. All right, we will send the photo in the group today. If someone is coming from the center to Madhuban, they can bring it. The Avyak message from Dadi Gulzarji is special. There is the book of Avyak Sandesh, and it will also guide on how to read it. Our book on the future is about to be completed, and after that, we will start the Brahma Bhojan book once again because many new brothers and sisters have joined us, and it will also serve as a revision for us. Therefore, no one should take these things for granted. We have read it before, but it does not matter. Just yesterday, we were conversing with a brother, and when we informed him that we have read so many books over time, this is not something that happens in just a day or two. We've come this far through our continuous efforts. You can ask anyone about it. Fortunate ones follow the path of love for the divine, Brahma Bhojan, and the vision of the future. Mama, along with others. And which other teachings have we covered so far? We have deeply explored and read through numerous discourses delivered by Dadi Gulzarji. Adiratan had never read this before. So by progressing through a couple of chapters at a time, Chotanandi ji, what has Baba said? This homework that comes in between, will its marks be added later as well? Reflect on the fact that all souls are essentially brothers, yet this awareness is often missing. People keep listening to scriptures and chanting truth, truth, but the essence is lost. In reality, falsehood prevails, and truth is only spoken in fragments. From the screens of televisions to the displays of mobile devices and spanning every form of social networking, everything that you see is nothing but falsehood. It is all false. When you highlight someone's dishonesty, they get defensive. Even when you speak the truth, they might start using offensive language. You Brahmins are well aware of this, and you children also make consistent efforts to cultivate divine attributes within yourselves. It is imperative for us to embody divinity and to consciously avoid things that only provide short-term amusement, no matter how entertaining they may seem. Especially those short clips that continuously surface on social media these days, they are exceedingly perilous and detrimental. It poses a significant threat as it is slowly altering the entire state of our mind. Give it a try and see for yourself. If you keep it for 5 minutes, your intellect will immediately be drawn there. Sometimes things are good, sometimes bad. We laugh and at times commit crimes. We watch the news and do other things. Children do not listen, brother, so please try to make them understand just a little bit more. Do something, because if you explain the part of yoga properly, if you explain it well, then make them understand its value. This way, their concentration power is gradually diminishing. This is a large-scale effort by the government. They want to guide the young generation. Today, look at those who did not prefer coming to India. People who previously had no interest in visiting India are now flocking here, organizing massive concerts, and drawing the attention of countless young individuals. There was a recent announcement about a renowned artist's visit, and all the tickets were snapped up within an hour. Why is that? Because if you want to destroy a nation, Target the young generation. That is why Baba has given us the kingdom, so that we can establish self-governance. Our focus isn't on any particular person. Our concept revolves around the self. Many may come and go, but the principle remains alive. What is our idea of devotion? We do not follow anyone blindly. We do not fall apart if a leader leaves. Nowadays, people even worship spirits and remember them. Look at what fan following means. This is what it means to worship spirits. They say, I am a fan of this person, I am a fan of that person. Now they watch them on TV, but they do not know how much filth is inside them or what their personal life is like. The Father says, consider yourself a soul and remember me alone. Connect your intellect with the Father while living in a household. Now become soul conscious. The more you remember the Father, the more your sins will be destroyed. You receive the third eye of knowledge. You are now endowed with the wisdom of the third eye, which empowers you to conquer all sinful deeds. They belong to the era of victory over sins. This is the era of sinful actions. You conquer sins through yoga power. Indian yoga is famous, but many do not know this. Even the ascetics are unaware. Sannyasis come to India and say that they have come to teach yoga, but they do not realize that they are hatha yogis. They do not even know this. Why does it seem like the entire world is afraid of the youngsters from India? Our IT industry is undoubtedly the strongest and most robust among all. Now the Space Agency has received the World 2024 award. Our ISRO has received the prestigious Space Achievement Award. They are unable to impart Rajoga in every aspect. You are Rajrishis, they are confined renunciates, while you embrace limitless renunciation. In the grand scheme of things, being a renunciate doesn't mean giving up anything. A renunciate is one who renounces the world, meaning that while living in the world, they adopt an attitude of detachment. It's not about doing this or that. There was urgency in living in the world. The difference between night and day is immense. Only you Brahmins have the ability to teach Rajoga. These are new teachings that newcomers cannot grasp. Hence, newcomers are never permitted. This is the assembly of Indra. Always keep in mind that bringing newcomers to Baba's special spiritual programs is strictly forbidden. It is considered a grave sin. Even during the last Baba Milan, we saw that many new people had come. Those who bring these feel burdened. They ask, why is our effort decreasing? For the new people, Baba will now meet fully. All new ones will join the programs. Bring someone along. Introduction. Right now, everyone has a stone-like intellect. In the golden age, you will have a philosopher's stone intellect. Only the Father can transform you. You are here to develop a philosopher's stone intellect. Indeed, India was the golden bird. Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan were the rulers. No one really knows that they once ruled a kingdom. People are unaware that 5,000 years ago, these individuals had a kingdom. Can you tell where they went afterwards? They must have gone through 84 births. You are currently Tamopradhan, but through the Father, you are becoming Satopradhan. Just as they become Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan, just as they become Sri Radha and Sri Krishna, you too can become like them. I am referring to you now. Only the Father can give this knowledge, not saints or sages. That is the path of devotion. This is the path of knowledge. Listen to the beautiful songs beyond you children. Please come to the stage, everyone. Now I would like each of you to share your favorite devotional song with us. After that, you will need to listen to a Murli song twice. Please share your favorite song that you would like to listen to, and also pick one from the songs I'm about to mention. Everyone, share your favorite song. Think of a devotional song that you hold dear to your heart, one that has touched your soul deeply ever since you have felt the divine presence in your life. What has happened since then, you may wonder? Well, it has been just this one song that has continued to resonate deeply within my soul. The resolve that now resides in my heart is that we have received immense love, and how incredibly sweet and dear is Lord Shiva, the innocent God. Okay, I turn to you, the one who provides me with support and strength. O Lord, whether you know or I know, the depth of my love for you is boundless. He is my dear Baba. Reflect upon Shiv and refrain from telling God that you still give Baba. Let us talk about the cherished land of Abu Abba, which you hold dear. We are always safeguarded by the divine presence, as God is our eternal companion. Listening to any one of these songs is fine. Our brothers and sisters on YouTube can share their opinions. You can listen to one of your favorite songs, one from this list, and one Murli. This way, you will have a good collection of beautiful songs. Baba, I am deeply thankful for all the generosity and blessings you have given me. These lines are from an old song, and I find myself pondering how to express what this heart has realized. This line beautifully illustrates how life, once a barren desert, has now turned into a flourishing oasis with your arrival. This life had become a desert. You brought greenery to it. Such beautiful songs. When you listen with your eyes closed, it feels like a wave of happiness washes over you. Every song will seem like a brand new melody. So, it is best to enjoy it with your eyes closed. After that, you should listen with your eyes open. But sometimes you might be sitting, riding a scooter, and listening with your eyes closed. All right, the level of happiness will rise instantly with such songs. This intoxication should remain permanent. This knowledge is like the elixir that, when consumed, elevates the spirit. You've seen how drunk one gets after drinking alcohol, right? Here, the wisdom of knowledge should always keep you elevated and never diminish. I don't have a single favorite, because what can change over time is not truly a favorite. It's just a choice. Love is directed towards one. There's a significant difference between preference and relationship. You might say that you do not like your parents and you wish for someone else. All right, on that particular day, both wisdom and appearance will align in such a harmonious manner that the most profound love will be felt for mom and dad, surpassing all others. I had narrated one to you, right? It was a dialogue from Dasharath Mariji, wasn't it? He said, "You break stones all day and don't get tired." So, he expresses that while you may see it as simply breaking stones, from my perspective, it is truly about love, pure and unconditional love. When someone drinks alcohol, they get intoxicated. Here, the nectar of knowledge uplifts you. Baba, why use the example of alcohol and yoga? We will not sit with him because in the evening he drinks and then keeps swaying. He loves it, no matter what you do. Jagdish Bhai Ji gives great examples. Why do you love a rose? Because I do. Simple. Why do you have a fondness for roses? All right. You always feel delighted when you see Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan, don't you? We are becoming the finest through Sri Baba's guidance. When we observe this, our minds connect with the Father during the blessings. Even while witnessing this, our intellect remains linked to the Father. So what is Baba saying? You feel so happy looking at Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. This is part of today's practical homework. If you have them, great. If not, look at them on your mobile. Close your eyes and visualize. Where is the good? Where was the diamond placed? What was on the forehead? Therefore, it is important to focus your meditation on this. Sweet, loving children, Baba Dada sends his affectionate remembrance and a warm good morning to you. Spiritual children, offer your love, good morning greetings, and heartfelt salutations to Baba Dada. To embody these teachings, one must conquer their past wrongdoings through the power of yoga. How can the effects of karma end? Two ways: good deeds and yoga power. So Baba says that by using the power of yoga, one can overcome sins and become victorious over them. Here, keep your intellect and yoga connected with the Father and the inheritance. To fully claim the Father's inheritance, follow the directions of one Father. Understand what the Father explains and then explain it to others. Blessing. Become a royal yogi who tours the three worlds through the lift of divine intellect. During the confluence age, all children receive the divine lift of wisdom. With this wonderful lift, you can reach any of the three worlds wherever you wish. Simply switch on the power of remembrance and you'll arrive there in a second. You can remain in the experience of that world for as long as you desire. To use this lift, carefully set the switch of concentration properly during Amrit Vela. Using this lift in your actions makes you an easy yogi. The effort will be gone. Today, everyone should practice yoga on this. I, the soul, am seated here with a clear connection to the Supreme, and it feels as though I am within a transparent, luminous box. Baba's divine essence, which embodies the core of all potent energies, functions like an elevator. By activating the switch of remembrance, I have now ascended to the first level. Directly, my lift is going up, drawn by that journey of remembrance. In the supreme abode, I sat there for a while and then took the lift on one side. I exited directly and sat in my section. If your thoughts start to wander even slightly, get up immediately after 1, 2, 3, or 4 minutes. Then slowly in a subtle manner, move to the second floor. Now, just like Brahma, the Father, who represents my complete form, it is important to note that Brahma Baba is one and the same. I am seated in the forehead of Brahma Baba, who embodies my complete form. You may sit for 1 minute, 2 minutes, or even 3 minutes, and then you should get up. Afterward, I descend with those same energies, and then I settle here with those very energies. Utilize your blessings today. Reflect on this through your meditation. Remember, the art of living lies in keeping your mind always in joy. Keeping the mind always joyful is truly the art of living. All right, Om Shanti. Now, what is today's practical homework? First, you need to listen to a song from the Murli twice. Second, you should listen to one of your favorite songs. Third, you should listen to one of the songs mentioned earlier, or perhaps another one that you feel drawn to. Feel free to listen to one of your preferred songs. After that, devote some time to meditating on Shiv Baba's words, remembering your connection with Shiv Baba. A comprehensive explanation of this can be found in the Murli, so make sure to listen to it attentively. And fourthly, Baba recently mentioned the concept of having a vision of yoga through the lift of the intellect. This idea, where the intellect serves as a lift, is quite profound. For instance, I find myself within the lift of divine energies, which enables actions driven by these sacred forces, and I am completely immersed in it. Switch on and ascend to the first floor with Baba, where you will sit together. Then proceed to the second floor and take a seat with Baba again. Finally, move to the third floor and sit down, focusing on your meditation practice. Then Baba said that if you want to use a picture, do not use the picture of Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. My aim is to become like Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. Shiva Bhagwan embodies the essence, and so do Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. In my mind, there is only one word, Tattvam, and I completely reflect their form. In essence, sometimes you should view this physical body from a spiritual angle, and at other times, you should focus on that divine goal from within this body. You have been given the homework of writing. What was the topic? We are currently in the confluence age. So, what are the characteristics of those who are at the confluence age? Okay, this will be today's practical homework. Om Shanti.